Okay, this is my experiment here. I just trimmed the leaves off of my Swiss chard. See, I'm growing the Swiss chard in earth buckets. Earth buckets are a 2-bucket system where there's water in the bottom that wicks up to the top. Then this pipe here, you just run water down it. So this is my first clippings of Swiss chard, and it's the first time I've grown my Swiss chard in earth buckets, and I'm gonna see how that comes out. In any event, I'm kind of excited about it. I just picked a Swiss chard. My pickings right here of Swiss chard, and I've got these other buckets over here. I've got beets and lettuce. You can see some little sprouts starting to come up. See them? Little sprouts are coming up. That's spinach. At least supposed to be spinach. You might get a surprise. But anyway, I got beets, Swiss chard. I've got collard greens. I got a little bit of everything. I started these earlier. It's December 2 today, and I also put some collards out, but I got too many in one little bucket. But it seems to be doing okay here. I put 4 in this bucket, 1 in this bucket. What I noticed is that when you put 1 per bucket, the leaves are bigger. I'll show you. I get these big old huge leaves like this that I cut off of it. Whereas if I put 4 in a bucket, I get smaller leaves. I just have to pick more little leaves. It may be tender, I don't know. I'm going to find out. It's just all an experiment. Stay tuned to what we're doing here. It's very fascinating. I'm going to take these in the house down and steam them. I tried juicing them, but that was a little bit on the bitter side. So let's go and see what we can do next. I'm going to steam them in my container. So I got this pan kind of heated up here. I'm going to take these Swiss chard here, and I'll throw them into the pan here, and to soften them. They kind of look crispy, don't they? I put them in this big pressure cooker. Not that I'm going to pressure cook them, but got so many of them off the couple buckets that I'm able to. You see the steam coming up off them. These things look beautiful. But I had basically 3 buckets out there that I clipped off of, and that's going to last probably 3 or 4 days. So all I have to do to figure out how much I need for the week is just figure out how many buckets I need to grow the Swiss chard. My plan is to grow all my own food. Get this on. I don't know how this is working out, but it's fun in any event. And of course, they have the family dog sitting here. That's Rocky. Yeah, that's Rocky. Pretty little Rocky. That should be all of them. And then I'll take and put a lid on it and kind of time it. I'm not gonna actually use the pressure cooker part. I just put the lid on it here. Nothing like being a bit clumsy, is there? Oh, there, I got it. See, I didn't put the actual rocker arm on. There is a rocker arm that you put on for cooking beans. That's what we do. What we do is when we cook beans, we soak the beans overnight in a pan of water, or we put it in the refrigerator and soak it. We do the same with chickpeas and all. As you can see the beans down in there. Cook them overnight, and then we put them in this pressure cooker for about 30 minutes. After soaking them all night, and we put this rocker arm on, and we cook them for about 30 minutes. But I won't have to do that with Swiss chard. It's not that tough. And so now basically we're going to see how things come out. We'll check in just a little bit and see how it works out. I shot this video with a Sony CyberShot DSC TX 100V. I took multiple shots in order to make this little video, and then I imported it into Powerdirector and edited it. As you can see, it didn't do too bad. My computer's probably not as fast as it should be. It's a 2 dual core 2.8, and I have a very fast video card in it, but it was a little bit sluggish in the editing portion of the video. I probably could have used a more powerful, faster computer, but I don't have one. So I used the Powerdirector, but it seemed to get through it. It rendered it for YouTube at 1080p 60. That's what the camera uses, a 1080p 60, so it can take some really fast shots. Thank you for watching the video.